Hi YouTubers and YouTubies, it's Michelle. Have an update. Went to the surgeon's office today. I was scheduled for a week ago. It's why you guys didn't see the video, because we've had winter storm come through with a lot of snow and stuff, and everything got pushed back, and the coordinator for me called and said that insurance might want me to do another diet. Four diets. Okay. You do a diet that you know, whatever, the one that you do that you don't do well and fail at on your own. And then you do a 90-day diet for the nutritionist. Then supposedly there's supposed to be another 90-day diet. And then a liquid diet that you do right before the surgery for 10 days. Well, the coordinator called and told me that that they've been noticing that insurance wasn't going to pay the full thing unless you did that fourth diet, or had a consult for it anyway. So we rescheduled for that today, as well as meeting the surgeon again. So I go today, and I have had a really hard time sleeping all week because I've been really nervous about today, because I thought today we would have set the date for this thing, and we go in, and I'm apprehensive again. I'm apprehensive about the fact that I think I'm going to have to do another 90-day diet, which, I'm not going to lie, is no fun, okay? When you're not having to be restricted and you forcing yourself to be restricted, it's a lot different prior to surgery than it would be post-surgery, I'd imagine. Post-surgery, you're not wanting to take hardly anything in because your stomach is this big. You know? I mean, it's tiny. It's like that. You know, the size of an egg. That's how big your stomach is. So I'm thinking, you know, and prior to doing the diet, I mean, prior to surgery, when you're doing the diet, you're not eating the size of an egg. That's not what you're doing. I mean, you can minimize your meals. You can, you know, make them smaller or whatever, and change up what you're eating. Maybe you're not doing as much protein, so you'd have to eat more protein, which I've been doing that for a while. That's like the main course of every dinner, or anything I do, is the protein. So I go in, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to do this 90-day diet again. I'm thinking, what are they going to tell me I don't already know? I walked into the nutritionist already discussing all this stuff, because I've done all this research, so I know everything there. Well, I don't know everything, but I know a whole lot. I do not know how to do the surgery, but I can tell you pretty much that I know how to do all the rest of it. I just don't have the tool yet to apply it to myself. So I go in, I'm thinking, I got to do another 90-day diet. This is going to really suck. And so I'm, you know, really apprehensive about it. And, oh, way not excited. Let's just put it there. I'm just, like, totally dreading it. So I'm not sleeping all week because I'm worried about this thing. And, you know, hearing that I've got to do another 90-day diet, and it's going to be another 3 months down the road with a liquid diet right behind it. And I go in, and it turns out that it was simply a consult about how I'd been doing since I'd done the 90-day diet to now. Okay, I'd finished a 90-day diet in December, and I was unaware I'd even have to do a 90-day diet to begin with, which is what I was told I'd have to be doing about 2 weeks ago. So, you know, I didn't even know that. So, anyway, to the thing. I fell off the wagon. Okay, not too bad, though. I mean, I pretty much regulated my carbs still. I kind of regulated carbs. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to enjoy my last moments of normalcy and not feel restricted, because I knew that the diet would be coming again as soon as I knew I'd be doing this other 90-day diet, which I'm not doing. I just want to make that clear. There is no another 90-day diet. It was consult. But I wanted to make sure that I had every advantage to do what I wanted to do, so I was eating all the foods that I like to eat so that I wouldn't regret not having them later, because I didn't want to feel like I was going to be depressed afterwards, which I hear happens to some people, that when they can't have what they normally have, they go into depression. So, you know, I'm eating all my foods and I'm like sending it off with a big bang, like, this is my last meal, this is my last pizza, this is my last, you know, last, whatever, pancakes or whatever, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so I was doing that. What my my consult today told me was I was on vacation, and I guess she's right. That's kind of how I was looking at it, that I was on vacation. But we're not on vacation anymore, because now we're this close to setting a date. Now, we did not set a date today because the doctor, I met with a surgeon, Dr. Keith, and he said, okay, let's look over these pages here. He's got a really good memory. He's looking over the pages and said, we got to finalize some things that you said earlier. And I'm thinking, what did I say earlier? I should know what I said. I don't remember. How many patients does this man look at? Hundreds and hundreds a month. It has been, well, it's been over 5 months since he looked at me initially. It's got to be over 5 months. And he could remember what I wrote on my chart? Hundreds of... He must have a photographic memory. I don't. I remember conversations, but I don't remember what I said in that one. Anyway, he says we got to finalize some issues on this paperwork here, because you said that you're diabetic and you were taking medicines, and that you're sorry, super bug. I still have the tail end of that. And you are on some blood pressure medicine. Do you know what your blood pressure medicine is? And I was like, no, I don't remember. I knew what my diabetic medicine was, because I was very thrilled with it. Blood pressure medicine is Benicar. That's what it was. New medicine to me. I'd never even heard of it before. I had this given to me by my doctor, primary care physician, so I had no reason to remember that name. I didn't remember that name. So he said, I have to come back in a week. I have to reschedule my final consult for next week. And then I guess we're going to be dealing with whether or not I can lower that blood pressure down. He hasn't checked my sugars yet, so that gives me an opportunity to get the sugars back down again. That's good. Because there's a lot of stuff that have to be right with me before we can get the surgery, apparently. Oh, one of the things, I'd made an earlier video, and for some reason the sound did not work right, and this was like last week and a half ago. One of the things I wanted to bring up was something that you can, hang on. Not important. Something you can order online at chikenutrition.com. That's Chike, so it'd be Chike Nutrition, well, there it is, nutrition, and .com on the end. I got, this one is Chocolate Bliss, Strawberry Burst, Orange Cream, which I hear a lot of people say is really, really good, Banana Magic, and Berry Vanilla. All of those, which is 5, for roughly around $7. $6.95, I think. All you're paying for is shipping. Or it was $7, something like that. All you're paying for is shipping. The product is free. So you got to pay for the weight of the product to come to your house. Try it out. People tell me that Chike, this product, not necessarily this flavor, but Chike in and of itself is the best flavored meal replacement that you can find. For meal replacements, you want to make sure that you remember that you have to have a protein that's pretty high. Mail is in 28 grams is what most of these packages have, and you also want to make sure that whatever meal replacement you have has a ton of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in it. Don't just pick up anything on the shelf, because if it doesn't have that, it's going to have fillers instead, and that's not going to be healthy for you. ChikeNutrition.com. You can order these 5 for free. Just pay for the shipping, and I'm sure you can order them over and over and over again. The container itself, which is I think 28 servings of probably 2 scoops apiece, is a little bit higher than Bariatric Fusion, which I have one of those here. Bariatric Fusion. This was a sample that was given to me at the office. You can also go to bariatricfusion.com or bariatric, no, I think it'd be fusion.com, and order, I don't know if they have these sample packs, and if you did order them, you're probably ordering the pack, but you can go there and get the container. Theirs is cheaper. For the same amount, it's cheaper than Chike, but Chike is supposed to be the better flavored one that everybody raves about right now. Wanted to let you know about that. Also at my little visit, there's some stuff that I thought that I would share with you. I am getting the gastric sleeve. You see how that is? They're going to cut off this part of my stomach, and all I'm going to be left with is this. It's the option that I'd prefer to have, because I think that there's less complications in this. One meal, when you have it after surgery, is going to equal half a cup to 1 cup. That is not a lot of food prior to surgery. That is really, really not a lot of food. Prior to surgery. After surgery, that's too much food right after surgery. As you go out after surgery, that amount becomes normal, and you might even be able to increase it to a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups, but I think that's pushing it. I just thought I'd share that with you. So you really are eating about the size of an egg and a half. Boiled egg and a half. Yeah, I had that page before. She asked me if I had this package before, and I do think I did, now that I look at it. She let me have it again. We went over some basic stuff, like mostly the stages of food that you're going to go through, and any complications that come up as a result. And the fact that I have to diet again. While I'm in the hospital, I'll be on clear liquids. Prior to surgery, it'll be clear liquids, so there's going to be sugar-free clear liquids in the hospital, and for my 10-day liquid diet. For weeks 1 and 2, you'll have full liquids, which are liquids that you cannot see through. So it'd be milky base, it'd be the protein shake, milk, cream soup, yogurts, anything that's like that. You're also taking a adult multivitamin 1 time a day, some iron. You got to have vitamin C and a B complex. You do not want to take your iron and your and something else later on. But this is the how you do your meal. This is how you do a day. For breakfast, whatever time you have breakfast, they say 8 a.m. 8 ounces of meal replacement. 8 ounces is a lot right after surgery. You have a snack, which is optional right after surgery, of a protein snack. That's optional. At noon, you have another meal replacement, which is another liquid shake. Then an optional snack. Dinner is 8 ounces of meal replacement and another snack. That's right after surgery. As you get further on in surgery, then you can have more stuff. At weeks 3 and 4, you go into pureed foods. I have already gone and gotten, and she was surprised I did this, or pleased anyway. I went ahead and gotten baby food in the jar for these weeks here. I don't know that I have 2 weeks worth. I might have 2 weeks worth. So you're going to have 2 8 ounces of a protein meal at that point. A pureed food in meals, 2 ounces of snacks could be optional. 64 ounces of fluid. This, you have to do this every day. This is going to be hard. Here's the plan, which is a lot like the last plan. 8 ounces of a meal replacement, 8 ounces of a snack, 8 ounces meal replacement, optional snack, and an 8-ounce meal replacement, and that includes that pureed food. Now here's the one for gastric sleeve, which she threw in, which is not in my other one. 8-ounce meal replacement for breakfast, 8-ounce protein snack at 10, 1/2 cup pureed food. Do I think that baby food is a 1/2 cup? It might be a 1/2 cup. Or 1/4 of a cup. I'm not real sure. I have to look. At 2, you have a meal replacement again of 8 ounces. At dinner, you have a 1/2 cup pureed food, protein based, okay? And then snack 8 p.m. if you want that. At weeks 5, 6, and 7, you go into soft foods. That would be a little bit of food with like softer vegetables. Oh, I gotta go. I'll do this. I'll do the next part of this in the next video. So watch the next video, part 2. Bye, YouTubers and